Hi everyone, welcome to DOdaily, Monday Motivation. It's Des here, looking to attack the week, looking to get it off to a flyer, checking in for the first time, looking to maintain a lot of that positivity from last. Before I get going, just let you know where I am, the usual spot in many ways, although a couple of 100 yards further along. Normally I'm filming one of these episodes just the other side of Trent Bridge. But I'm up opposite one of my most favourite places, the world famous City Ground. Okay, in this light, it looks absolutely amazing. And if I look a little bit further downstream, I'm heading towards Lady Bay. Not my own, I can't see where he is right now, but I've got the dog with me. He's mooching about, enjoying this new path along the river. These new apartments, they all look very nice. But it's making for a nice place to run. There he is. He's inspecting them. But like I say, I think they're very nice anyway. Taking advantage of a slightly different scene. But again, it's just a way of finding the inspiration to get out, finding some motivation. Of course, I have the accountability of him. So, got to be out anyway. And I've actually just got back from a 5k run. Done one of my usual routes along the river to kickstart the week and to maintain a lot of that positivity. What's gone before my running has really put me in a good place again. Mentally, I feel driven and determined. Although it's not perfect, still to get a longish run in this weekend didn't quite happen for one reason or another. No excuses, just didn't happen. I guess what I'm trying to do in many ways is just do what I feel I have to do at any given time with that, so I don't feel under pressure. But still feeling really good about it, still know it's coming back together. Got my running tonight, like I say, never miss a Monday, that was important. And again, when I have missed a session, it's important to get back on it. What I will say, and I'll put it out here now, hoping to get up really early in the morning, get a few good miles in and right all those wrongs from the last couple of weeks. I've said it for the last few weeks with my running anyway, even though it's put me in such a fantastic place that I'm not going to put too much pressure on. Even though I'm training for a marathon, I'm almost going to run through to it as if it's all part of the plan. It's not necessarily that way, but again, feeling sort of happy and content where I'm at with my running, starting to enjoy it again, starting to love it and getting all the benefits it gives. One of the reasons I talk about it on here, especially on a Monday when we're looking to kickstart things in the right frame of mind, is because it gets those endorphins flowing. When I start the week well, I tend to carry it on. Last couple of weeks, unfortunately I've burnt out a little bit and not been able to finish it. But this week, like I say, if I can sort of right a few wrongs tomorrow, I'll be feeling good for all the things I'll do. I'll have a little rest then till Wednesday workout, which is always later in the day again. So I'm hoping to take advantage in that sense. What I will say is these lighter evenings are absolutely fantastic for motivation. It's going to be a bit of a battle in the morning, trying to get up, getting out, doing it, slugging it out. Pace really doesn't matter, it's all about time on my feet right now. But just getting back to what I was saying there, these lighter evenings, these slightly better conditions, slightly warmer, although it's a bit chilly tonight. It makes it that much easier to get out using the blue skies, And again, I'll sort of reiterate, despite its appearance, because it is very, very cold and a little bit windy, the blue skies help massively. They get the serotonin levels going, which basically helps us sleep. So I'm hoping for a good night, early night, and being out doing this activity, feeling the way I do, should help with that. I've also had a really, really busy day. One or two trying situations, nothing I can really say on here. Work is work, and DOdaily is about the things I experience and the things I have to deal with in my personal life. Try and I'm just trying to be that example of how we can somehow remain positive despite trying situations, despite the things we say we're going to do and don't quite do. We've got to find a way just to keep working at it, keep working hard and making it happen. On a Monday, it's always about making it happen. All I'm trying to be, as I touched on there, is the example of where it can be tough, where it can be difficult, where we can find the inspiration to pick it up. There's lots of things just from being here, that being one of them, right on cue. The city ground, the place I live down by the river, those blue skies, him, there's just 4 reasons. And I've already touched on the difficulties with work and almost wanting to brush off a difficult one. Just gonna head in a different direction before Stan sees his dog. Stan, good boy. He'll be shooting off after that if I didn't do that. Yeah, so lots of reasons there to do what I'm doing, but again, whilst I'm doing it, it's about being really positive. All I want from this is for people to perhaps see how somebody else goes about it when things aren't quite right, when it's tough, when it's hard work, when the chips are down. It's not all about that. And I also explain when things are working really well, and it's a bit of a mixture of both at the minute. Whilst I'm feeling really determined and not put off by the testing things, I know it's not quite clicking into gear, but I'm getting there. It's a work in progress. What I am doing is enjoying the process. Too many people sometimes, including myself at times, we look for that instant gratification. Sorry, just looking for the dog. Stanny! Here he comes. Look at that. There's nothing beats that feeling when he comes running back. Too many people often look for that instant gratification, instant reward, but sometimes it's about making the absolute most of the process, isn't it? What I'm learning right now, whilst I've always kind of enjoyed the process, whilst I realise the work we have to put in, this determination has always been a bit of a thing for me. What I'm realising right now, come here boy, come on. What I'm realising is that I actually love the process. I love it when things don't quite work, and then I find that little bit of inner steely determination to go again. Mondays, we always go again. I knew the dog was going to go down there. Come on boy. He's going to panic in a minute and wonder where he's gone. Down by a really nice spot at the minute, the Meadow Lane Lock here in Nottingham. You don't quite know what's happening now, look. Come on. Good boy. Really nice spot this, really nice view there as well. Very photogenic down by the Nottingham and Beeston Canal. And again, just a great place to process everything I'm saying here, process my thoughts, enjoy the good things, sign off the day by just checking in with what worked. We all have those things that didn't work, we all have those difficult things that happen. I'm no different, everybody's under pressure with various things, life, work, relationships, current affairs, cost of living. But when you're out here like this on an evening, making the most of it, trying at least to finish it strong, nothing else really matters. It's not the material things that really count in this world, is it? It's the things we can do for ourselves. It's the material things, and the joy we choose to take. Because at the end of the day, I could have finished work today and moaned and groaned about this and that and the other, not wanted to go out for that one. Could have really distracted me. I was hoping to get my bigger run in at some point today, and then it could have really knocked me. But again, if I sort of got a little bit upset because it didn't happen that way, then the motivation will be a lot tougher tomorrow. I can't say right now 100% I'm going to do exactly what I said, but I'm feeling in the mood to give it my best shot, and that's what matters, isn't it? When you take that kind of positivity, you know, you try to be inspired, you're giving yourself a chance. And every week on a Monday, it feels like a brand new chance to have a good one. I've been sort of raving the last couple of weeks of how it's been working out for me, how I'm getting back to feeling my normal self. It's taken a bit of it's been a bit of a bumpy ride, in all honesty. A couple of tough decisions that perhaps I didn't want to make, a couple of telling myself the harsh realities of things, you know, being honest with myself, which sometimes we don't want to do, you know, especially when we're not feeling in a good place. But now it just feels fantastic. I actually can't wait for the summer. I can't wait for more of these daylights. Gets a little bit harder to film do daily in a quiet place, probably a little bit harder to film it with the dog, because he'll be chasing people about. What was nice tonight was so many people down by the river, making the most of it, getting out, being active. And as I started with my running, you know, I think I'm going to end with that today as well. It's important to just get those endorphins going a little bit, you know, just give yourself that feel good it brings. It's never, I was saying to the guys I was running with, there's never a bad run. You know, whenever we're feeling good, it makes us feel better. When we're feeling bad, you know, it makes us feel better. It's just what it does. You can't buy that feeling, you can't bottle it and carry it. You have to work for it, and that's what life's all about, isn't it? It's about working hard, doing whatever we can, you know, and looking forward. Definitely in that frame of mind now, really looking forward to what's next, what's coming. It's all exciting stuff, but for now I've got another week where I'm going to have to enjoy the process. That just shows you back towards the canal and Trent Bridge from a completely different angle again. But I'm going to sign out. We've got to get the dog back on his lead before we cross the busy road. Have a great week, guys. Find all those positives. If you can, add a little bit of activity. You know, it just gets us going. I'll be building on this, hopefully, with a real good Tuesday training. Plenty to report back on tomorrow about how that's gone. If I've not done it, I'm going to feel like a little bit of an idiot now, aren't I? So again, I've given myself accountability. If that's what it takes, look for the inspiration. And remember, like every Monday, we go again. Just doing it.